Back to the daily grind, and y'all know we gotta talk about this. But before we do, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Curtis Blaydes, one of the UFC's brightest heavyweight prospects and possible future heavyweight champions, has a scheduled fight versus Alistair Overeem at UFC 225 in Chicago. Alistair Overeem is coming off of a knockout loss to Francis Ngannou. We all remember the uppercut from Cameroon. Alistair Overeem went down. This will be his first fight since that brutal knockout. Curtis Blaydes also has the loss to Francis Ngannou, but it was a loss via doctor stoppage, as Francis Ngannou, I believe, closed his right eye or his left eye. One of his eyes was closed. The doctor stopped the fight, but it was a while back. It was, I believe, maybe Curtis Blaydes' first or second fight in the UFC when he fought Francis Ngannou. But most recently, Curtis Blaydes is coming off of a very impressive win over Mark Hunt. Got clipped a little bit in the first round. You know, Mark Hunt is a very experienced striker, one of the most experienced strikers in the UFC, as Alistair Overeem is. But Curtis Blaydes was able to rely on his wrestling and start to slam Mark Hunt multiple times in the fight, score multiple takedowns, and also control Mark Hunt with the grappling, doing significant damage, able to win the rest of the fight, getting a big W, a dominant performance over Mark Hunt, actually. Now, some people weren't too happy with Curtis Blaydes' last performance, you know, but it could have been because Curtis Blaydes was in Mark Hunt's hometown. You know, that's why the crowd was booing. Of course, they want to see Mark Hunt get a knockout, so when he's getting slammed a little bit and taken down in a fight, they're gonna boo. But with that being said, that's why Curtis Blaydes wanted to fight in Chicago. He said, you know, I want this feeling. Everybody loves Mark Hunt. They were booing me on the walkout. You know, they're still booing me. I want this feeling. I want the crowd to root for me and boo my opponent. And that's what he's getting. He just beat Mark Hunt, and now he's going to be fighting Alistair Overeem. Alistair Overeem is going to be on enemy territory this time. But, hey, it's going to be a dope fight. Both of these guys, as I said, have a loss to Francis Ngannou. I believe Mark Hunt Alistair Overeem has a knockout over Mark Hunt, if I'm not mistaken. Both of these guys have wins over Mark Hunt and losses to Francis Ngannou, two top 5 ranked heavyweights. Going to be a crazy fight for UFC 225, which we do not have a main event or a title fight for yet, but we do have CM Punk returning on that card, as well as, I believe, there's a couple other fights announced for UFC 225 in Chicago. There's a dope female fight I'm not thinking of off the top of my head that's going to be on there. But the card's going to continue to be announced. UFC 222 is tomorrow, so you know we still got a little bit of time for the rest of the card to fill out. But UFC 225 will be in Chicago, and we do know it will have not only CM Punk returning for whatever that's worth, but a very dope heavyweight fight between Curtis Blaydes and Alistair Overeem, which I can't wait for. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.